Calls versus puts for beginners in TradingView. In TradingView, when you open the options chain, you will see two main contracts, call contracts and put contracts. A call option gives you the right to buy a stock at a specific price before expiration. A put option gives you the right to sell a stock at a specific price before expiration. You buy call options when you believe price will go higher. You buy put options when you believe price will go lower. It is that simple. Calls are bullish, puts are bearish. For example, if you expect a breakout above a resistance level, you go for call options. If you expect a breakdown below a support level, you go for put options. But remember, you are not buying the stock itself. You are buying a contract that increases or decreases in value based on price movement. So before you click that buy button, ask yourself one question. Is price going up or coming down? That answer determines whether you choose a call or a put option. That is call and put options simply explained for beginners.
By the end of this video, you'll understand how to go from looking at a chart to placing your very first options trade. The options chain is simply a big table that lists all the option contracts available for a stock or an ETF. You can open it in 3 different ways on TradingView. The first way is from the main TradingView homepage. At the top, there's a menu called Products. Hover over it and click on Options. This will take you to the full options section where you'll see the chain, the strategy builder, and other tools. The second way is inside Supercharts, which is the main charting window most people use. On the right side, there is a dock with different panels. Click Options, and the chain will appear next to your chart. The third way is to go to the symbol page of any stock. If you search for a ticker like Tesla and open its page, you'll see an Options tab. Clicking on that will bring up the chain as well. Now that you know how to open it, let's look at what's inside. The options chain is divided into 2 sides. On the left are call options, on the right are put options. Down the middle are the strike prices. A strike price is the specific level where you have the right to buy or sell the stock. Each row in the table is one option contract you could trade. Next to each strike, you'll see numbers. The bid shows the price people are offering to buy. The ask shows the price sellers want. Volume tells you how many contracts traded today. You'll also see implied volatility, often called IV. This number tells you how expensive the option is based on how much movement traders expect in the future. Higher IV means higher prices for options. Lower IV means cheaper options. Another set of numbers you'll see are called the Greeks. These can look intimidating at first, but think of them as small meters that measure how your option behaves. Delta shows how much the option price moves when the stock price moves. Theta shows how much value the option loses each day due to time decay. Vega shows how sensitive the option is to changes in volatility. Gamma measures how fast delta changes. You don't need to master them right away, but it's good to know they are there. At the top of the chain, you'll see the expiration dates. Options always expire, and each date has its own set of contracts. Click on a date to load those contracts. If you think the stock will move in the next 2 weeks, choose an expiry around that time. Now that you understand the chain, let's connect a broker so we can trade. Select Products. Then select Supercharts. At the bottom of the Supercharts window, you'll see the trading panel. Open it and you'll find a list of brokers. If you're in the United States, the 2 main brokers that work with options on TradingView are TradeStation and Tradier. Choose your broker, click Connect, and log in with your username and password. After you connect, you'll see your account information appear in TradingView. If you are brand new, I strongly recommend starting with paper trading. Paper trading is a built-in simulator that works exactly like a live account, but with fake money. This allows you to practice placing and managing trades without risking real cash. Just click Paper Trading in the trading panel, then click Connect. Let's place a trade now. We'll use a simple example of buying a call option. So let's say we want to trade Tesla options. First, click on the symbol search bar at the top of your TradingView chart. On the symbol search page, type in Tesla, and under the options section, select Tesla from the list. Now, let's assume we're expecting Tesla's price to rise in the coming weeks. In that case, we'll need to choose an expiration date that's a bit further out. Let's go with October 24th, which gives the trade some time to play out. After selecting the expiry date, the next step is to choose the strike price. Ideally, pick a strike price that's close to Tesla's current market price. For example, if Tesla is currently trading around $338, we might select the $340 call option since it's near the current price. At this point, we're now on the Tesla options chart for the October 24th, 2025 340 call. To place the trade, simply click on Trade. You'll see options for limit order, market order, and stop order, along with the choice to buy or sell. In this example, since we're anticipating an upward move in Tesla's price, we'll be placing a buy order. If we want to enter the trade immediately at the current market price, we'll go with a market order. Just click on Market, then click Buy, and your order will be executed right away at the current market value. For a limit order, you're able to set the exact price at which you want to enter the trade. For example, let's say the current market price is $26.55, but you want to buy at a slightly lower price. You can set your limit order at $25.50, and once the market reaches that level, the order will be filled automatically. That's the advantage of using a limit order. You're in control of your entry price. Next, you'll want to set the number of units, which refers to how many contracts you want to buy. You can leave it at 1 unit or increase it to 2 or more depending on your trade size. Then, under Time and Force, you can choose how long the order should remain active. If you select Day, the limit order will automatically cancel at the end of the trading day if it isn't filled.
Marking key price levels helps you prepare before the market actually makes its move. Key price areas include previous swing highs like this and previous swing lows like this. Ensure you are using a higher time frame, such as the 4-hour, daily, or even weekly chart when selecting key levels. You can see this swing low over here, where price dropped into that level and then reacted strongly upward. That is a key price level. Click on that point and mark it. Next, look for a swing high. That is another key level. Click on it and mark it. Notice how price later broke above that same level, came back to retest it, and then continued upward. That is a breakout and retest structure. Now we can also see another swing high forming here. Mark that as well. Watch how price reacts, rejects slightly, breaks through, and retests again. From that retest, price continues bullish. When you focus on these levels, you can clearly see breakout entries and retest entries forming cleanly. How to spot a breakout trade in TradingView. The first thing you need to do is identify a clear swing high like this one. Once you see that swing high, go to your toolbar and mark it using the horizontal line tool. Now you have your key level clearly marked on the chart. Next, wait patiently for price to approach that level. You will notice price rejecting that level multiple times. Then finally, price breaks clearly above it. That is your breakout. You can see price closing above the horizontal line with strong momentum. To confirm that the breakout is valid, check the candlestick that broke the level. It should be a strong bullish candle with a solid body. You can also add the volume indicator to see if volume increases during the breakout. Higher volume adds more confidence. Some traders enter immediately after the breakout candle closes, place their stop loss below the recent swing low, and target at least a 1-to-1 risk to reward.
Build that confidence first. Thanks for watching. If this helped you, leave a comment with your questions, subscribe for more tutorials, and check the description for useful links and resources.